I wish I'd started building my list sooner. This is a statement I hear over and over and over and over again. So, can I say it again? People say, I wish I'd started building my list sooner. Oh, by the way, of course, I'm in my garden in Deal, in Kent, in the UK, tucked away against the hedge, in the sunshine, or out the sunshine. And that's not my dog. There is a big dog that obviously doesn't like being left on its own, and once it gets going, every other dog for miles around joins in. So I'm sorry, but it's not about to attack us. Don't be scared. For those of you listening on audio, I apologise even more. So, the list. Now, in our 5Ps, the third stage is permission. We design a lead magnet. We design something irresistible that people think, oh, I want to have that. They give you their email address and you give them the lead magnet. Now, when they give you their email address, they're giving you permission to market to them because you are not going to spam them. You are going to build a relationship. You are going to get them to know you, and then they're going to like you, and then they're going to trust you. Yes, that's the way it goes. And once you're there, every now and again, you can make them a little offer. You're not going to abuse that position, of course, but this will get you more customers, and this is the whole marketing process, is to have a targeted audience to put your offers in front of. Okay, so that list, that is your ultimate targeted audience. So, have you got a list building mechanism? No. I bet you have got a list that you don't know about. Yes, you have past customers. Now, past customers, and right, there's a very fine line with spam, by the way. Spam, I'm not going to give you the exact definition because it changes, but spam is quite simply inappropriate and unwanted email. However, if somebody is a past customer and you were to send them a recall notice, so your Toyota, you're not going to mind getting that even if you bought the thing 5 years ago. So there is a fine line between being able to email people who have bought from you. There is a definition. The Canadians came up with a lovely new law for spamming emails, and it very clearly states that if someone purchases from you, then you have a certain amount of time where you can get in touch with them again. But I want you to consider your past and current customers are people that are likely to not mind getting email from you. You may contact them and you can invite them to your lead magnet where they then come along and opt in. So you can still ask them to opt in. In fact, a lot of very successful list builders actually buy lists or rent lists in the same way that direct mailers do, and they will email to those people en masse, but they will email them an offer of a lead magnet or something to opt into. So that is not their list. They are kind of renting it. They send something to them, and of course a tiny percentage of those people will click through, visit their thing and think, yeah, that's good for me, I'll sign up. That's one way of doing it. But everyone has to start somewhere. You only need to build this bit by bit. It will start to snowball. Eventually you'll start to see things succeed, and you'll test and you'll get better and better and better and figure out ways of doing it. You need to use something like MailChimp or Aweber. That's what we use. There's others. There's GetResponse. There's Infusionsoft. There's Ontraport, which is Office Pilot, and MadMimi. There's all sorts. But of all of them, I've used Aweber for donkey's years, and we use MailChimp extensively as well in another couple of businesses. I've got lists One of the larger lists is 32,000, got a list of 10,000. And these are people who opt in. We have very low unsubscribe rates, and we email weekly. So this does work. So start building your list. But instead of being overwhelmed, think, oh, that's great, he's got a mailing list of 32,000. We all have to start somewhere. It doesn't matter if your list has 50 or 100. If they are targeted, they will still become buyers, provided you nurture them correctly. So start soon. Now, Noah Kagan, who's the guy from appsumo.com, on his, and they have a list of 700,000 last time they published the numbers, and probably grown more since then. He has his own personal blog at okdork.com. He is a dork and he thinks he's okay. He's a nice bloke. He's young, very successful, very, very clever marketer. But he publicly explains how he built his list, how he goes about it, how he plans. Now, he sets something like a goal of, say, over the year, he wants to build, let's say, he wants to add 3,500 email names to his list. Now that, he would then reverse engineer that, and he'd say 3,500, okay, that's, say 300, and just call it 350 for argument's sake. So that's 10 emails per day added every single day for a year will get him to his goal. Now he will say, okay, how can we get them? If we get one new customer a day from whatever means, that'll be one. If we can do a guest post, put out a guest post every week, and that'll get on average, say 21, that's another 3 per day. If we do Facebook ads, drive them to, that might get 3 a day. And he will break it down to that level. So he aims for an amount and then he goes for it. And he, at the end of every single week, he will review how many each little channel brought in. If one of the channels becomes more successful, he will put more emphasis on that, or look at what worked for that and add it and try and incorporate it in the others. Smart way of doing it. But build your list. Once you have that list, you send them autoresponder emails. You write once, as long as you've written them at least a day ahead of the first person signing up and due to get it, then they're going to get those emails on the first day, on the second day, on the 4th day, on the 7th day, on the 10th day, on the 14th day, on the 21st day, the 28th, and so on. These can be talking about something, say you sent them a downloadable report, say on page 3, did you see the thing? Here's a case study of how that works in practice. In that ebook, page 85, look at how I applied this to my business personally and how that got me X customers. Things like that. If any of you want to see what a lead magnet is, go to marketingforowners.com/71, the number 71. That is a landing page. That is a lead magnet. That is a fabulous tool. And that gives 71 tools, the very stuff I use every single day. Trust me, every single day. No salespeople, that gets all our customers. And we have a lot of customers. I apply that to all my businesses because it just works. Those tools, that's what I mean. So go grab that, and then you'll find that you will get emails. You will get messages from us. Some of them will look personally to you, look like they're written personally to you. It works. This is a system that's been used year after year, not just by me. I didn't invent it. I follow best practice and stuff that works. Go try that. Do it. Emulate it. Do it for you. Once you've got a list, you can make them offers. They will become your lifetime customers and then your preachers. Okay? Anyway, time for a book. Now, today, unusual one. I don't know many others who've read this. It's called Lead with a Story by Paul Smith. It's all about storytelling. When we're marketing, we want to tell stories, and Paul has done a fantastic study. And the thing I like about it is he has, if I remember rightly, about 100 examples of stories and how they're applied in real life in real businesses. So he uses real business life examples. They are very clever. Covers something like 21 different industries or problems. So there is going to be something for you in there. When you're writing those emails, when you're writing your web copy, you want to develop storytelling as a talent. That book will tell you so. Lead with a Story by Paul Smith. Audible, Amazon, Book Depository, you name it, it's there, you'll find it.